I made it, just barely, but I made it. Y'all know the routine. If you've been here before, you know what's going on. I got to find myself on the YouTube, on the TV, so that we can see what's going on. Lord have mercy. We are getting so jiggy with this. We are getting so jiggy with this. Okay. So, hello, who's ever here, and thank you for coming. Uh, all right. So, if if you pay attention to my channel, which let's face it, we don't all pay attention to the channels. Look at this little old teeny little snippet of hair. It's supposed to be coming down here like this. Good grief.
Your fringy
My
bangs.
fringy little things. So, this is the thing. Uh, we went out to dinner, business dinner. And I said, we've got to be home by 9 o'clock. He was so excited. He got to use the Zoom Zoom on the Mustang. Hello, local. I don't know that we've met before. Nice to meet you. Uh, he was so precious. He got to drive that car a little faster than normal.
Oh
He
my
was so
goodness.
excited.
I wonder he didn't get a ticket.
I know, and I mentioned that.
You're talking about a man who got a ticket for going 82 on exit ramp.
It pitiful, just pitiful. But
You might mention that to
we
them.
did have a lovely dinner, and I could see the ocean the whole time, which was it's very very nice restaurant. And I don't remember what it was called. I'm sorry, but it was all kinds of seafood in this cream sauce with cheese on top of it. It was quite delicious. He had lobster. Uh, but it was delicious, and they have this blue cheese mix stuff that they make.
Oh, it's
And
made on site.
it's made on site. And oh my word, they give it to you with some little fancy crackers.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious. And then they have this bread, which I'm not really eating bread because it's not carnivore, but neither was really that cream sauce. I don't think, but
Yeah, oh, probably
but a
not.
little bit more than the bread would have been. Um, but we didn't get dessert, so I was
Well,
I
hallelujah.
did do good with that. Um, hello, Miss M. Oh, look at your little kitty. Looks like my kitty cat, Freya Kitty.
A tuxedo.
And we do like the name Miss M because that's my grandbaby's name, Miss M. Um, but so we had a nice dinner, but it puts us past my husband's bedtime. Oh, Oz, hello. I don't dye my hair, but thank you. Stink bug, hey, Glenn, hello. Juliet, hello. CL, greetings. Okay, so there's a few of y'all on here that are on here on a regular basis. Do you notice anything different about Granny? Yeah, your girlfriend's right here. Um, okay. Oh, your kitty cat's name is Foxy. That's cute. Um, Juliet's a wonderful person to have in your community. Well, thank you. So hello, Nicole. Okay, Nicole, do you notice anything different about Granny? I'm giving y'all plenty of opportunity to try to figure it out. It's okay if you don't, because my husband didn't figure it out either.
Surprise, surprise.
I know, I was shocked, stunned, and amazed, of course.
Here's Judy.
Hello, Debbie Sue. Well, no, they're not new glasses, but that's a good one, Glenn. That's a good one. Nicole, you got it. I got bangs. Nicole, I got bangs. The man did not
Local
even
sale.
notice it. He did not even notice it. thank you. My mama gave me this jewelry. But yes, he did not. We're in the car on the way to the restaurant, and I said, "Do you notice anything different?" And he says, and he looks dead at me, and he says, "No." Isn't that precious? That shows you just how much attention he pays to how I look, which I guess can be a good thing, because let's face it, you know. I'm terribly thirsty. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm terribly thirsty. I think there was a little more salt in that food that I had tonight. And Coach, I did not stay compliant. I'm sorry. I tried, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted. I knew I wanted seafood, and all the seafood except for the lobster had stuff with it, or it was fried. So I went with the one that was the most carnivore-ish that I could find. But Lord, I have to say, they did have some delightful looking things there. Stink bug, thank you, thank you. I also had them take some off the back, because to be quite honest, it's gonna get hot, and when it gets hot, no, it's not hot right now.
Glenn's taking up for the guys.
Oh, well, see, if he'd have said nope, I'd have said, well, good thing it's not your hair. But, yes. Now, Glenn, see, I think he just overlooks it because he's so used to, let's face it, I don't dress up very often, And so he's just kind of used to, it is what it is,
What you see is what you
Yeah,
get.
what you see is what you get, exactly. Hey, Mason.
Hey, there's our little Mason.
So I made a little error. I posted the same video twice,
Daniel?
but I think I fixed it. Daniel Fry, you're new. Welcome. Yes, Juliet. Ever so often, you really have to kind of do a proper trim, and she cut about almost 3 inches off the back of my hair, which for me is a lot. She was real sweet too. Hello, Mike's Adventures. Jeff, you just missed your dog. He was worrying himself to death. He's ready to go to bed. Okie, hello. Okie, I'm be honest, I missed your live, but I plan to watch it tonight when I get off here. Carl, hello and welcome. I'm doing just fine. Just fine and dandy. I snagged something when I was at the restaurant. It was free. I wasn't stealing. They're little matches. Ain't they cute? Little teeny tiny matchbox. Ain't they cute? And my husband's like, what are you taking matches for? I'm like, I don't know. Just because I thought they was cute.
And they got the name on it.
Yes. No, not yet, Stink Bug. Not yet. Well, and this is why I'm an hour later. It's because we had to go have dinner tonight, and it's discombobulated my poor husband because, y'all know he's in bed by now. And so he's just now getting to bed.
Well, he gets up at 4 o'clock.
I know. Oh, and Jeff. Max has to go to the doctor tomorrow. They're going to check his ears.
Are you going to drug him?
I have to drug him because he acted a fool last time.
Trying to bite the vet.
So, yes. Thank you, Lori. See, you noticed. See, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, Savannah.
Oh. So, did y'all see it? Hello, Savannah. How are you? Yeah, Maximilian is not going to be happy about it. and we had to test it. The vet told us we had to test him and see how many of the little pills it took for him to be, mellow. And it takes 3.
Stink's gonna call you tomorrow.
Okay, stink bug. If you can do it before 2 o'clock my time, because after that I have to go get the baby from school, and then the rest of the time I'm with the baby. Oh, Savannah, I'm so sorry. How did you break your wrist? Max will be fine. He just has to take a little chill pill, so to speak. Yeah, he's got some kind of ear infection, and so we've had to be doctoring his ear, and he's still doing that head shake thing, that they do, and
It ain't well yet.
so it's not completely gone. So he may need another shot. Um, because I don't want him to get those. I don't know what they're called, but when they shake their head a lot and then they break a blood vessel and it puffs up their ear. I don't know what it's called. Um, Hematoma maybe. I'm not sure. Um, I don't want him to get one of those because that's no. Um, I'm sorry you broke your wrist. That's terrible. And Nicole, Lord have mercy, child. Did you get your tractor fixed? And how on earth are y'all gonna stay warm if you can't get your wood to your house? That's some cold up there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The video you posted is beautiful. But Lord, that's cold. Ooh. So how you getting that wood back to your house? You got to drag it in one of them little sled things, don't you? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. My husband actually did turn the heat on. Well, Missy,
Oh,
you just hang with us. We don't do a whole lot. We just kind of jibber jabber. Um. Oh Lord, that sounds like way too much work for me, Nicole. You are a hardier person than I am. I am lazy. I probably be one of them people they'd find frozen tundra people because I don't know that I could do all that. Kudos to you and your family for your ability to do that. The I think we're supposed to have one more night of the cold weather, and then I think it's supposed to go away. I hope so, anyway. And we've got these people, these foolish, 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 foolish people who are clipping back all their plants. Well, it's going to freeze again, probably tonight. And they don't seem to understand that by doing that, they are uh, they're causing more damage to their plants. But of course, you can't get nobody to listen to you. They think you're the village idiot. Well, Nicole, you can come down here. My pool, well, to me, my pool's cold, but it might not be to you because you're used to it. Yeah, Jeff. See, and 71 is fabulous, and we've got the Garden Fest here coming up.
is that this weekend?
It's this weekend.
Yay!
Oh yeah, Jeff. The banana trees did not do well at all. Our frangipani
They'll have to cut back.
are gonna have to have a little trim because they kind of droopy.
Coach.
Oh, Coach, sometimes you just have to let stuff go because sometimes I can't keep up with everybody. You get 4 or 5 people all doing something at one time, and it's like, okay, I don't have 5 hours. I don't have 5 hours to devote to that anytime soon. Sometimes I do, especially if I can't sleep at night, but sometimes I don't. Hello, Mental Raccoon. So, did y'all see Boxatani Phil? I know that Radar's Bush Camp and Nicole and probably Lori want to smack that thing silly. Because it said we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter.
Computer.
Oh, yeah. What did people do before computers? That would be a question for you, old lady.
Well, I read books, which I still do.
She still does read books. I was thinking about it. You should have started a collection of keeping track of how many books and the titles of all the books you've read this year.
Oh my goodness.
It would be interesting. Don't y'all think it'd be kind of interesting to see how many books she reads in a year? Because she reads all the time. She in there making racket.
Making me take some away.
I like to read, but not as much as her and my sister. Good Lord. See, Coach says you ought to keep track of it. Let us all know. We'll do a grand tally at the end of the year. Maybe you can backtrack and see.
No.
Yes. See, Miss, I have a friend of mine, and she said she wanted to read 26 books this year. And I thought, Mother, would you please quit with all that racket? Barbara.
I'm coming.
Do you hear all that racket?
Get myself a snack.
She's getting herself something to eat. See, they're all saying that you need to keep track of your books.
Well, Kindle only lets you have a certain number out at one time in your library, and I keep having to take one out to get a new one.
Well, yeah. Well, when you finish them, you're supposed to get rid of them.
Well, I spend all my time making lists. I read so much.
Well, yeah, it's not like you ain't got something else better to do.
Well, I never.
Noisy Nana. Exactly, Coach. She is the noisiest woman. It's because she has hearing aids. I'll tell you this. Okay, so she's got these hearing aids. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Now, they were expensive hearing aids. And so she doesn't realize how noisy she is. It's like the TV. It can be the volume can be quite up there, And it's like, goodness gracious. Yeah. Yeah. So, Coach, when are you headed down this direction? Oh, yes, children are immune to their parents' voices. This is a proven fact. Hey, Rubberneck. Hen, hello. Well, that's what I need to get her. Because it can be very, very loud. Okay, so you're leaving. You're going to have nice weather. You're going to have nice weather, Coach. It'll be very nice. Especially compared to some of the snowy stuff. Well, it's funny because my granddaughter, she has headphones for, like, if she's playing a game on her little tablet thing. So maybe I ought to see if I can hook them up for the old lady, Well, look at you, Hen. You kind of hit everybody there, didn't you? That's very clever. Yes, everyone really should, advertise yourselves. I don't know how to do it, or I would. Yeah. So I wore my prissy boots to the restaurant tonight. My red ones. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of them. They hurt my feet.
You had on thick socks, so that might make a difference.
It's very hard to feel prissy when your feet hurt.
Yeah, you make ugly faces.
Yes, it's very hard. But it was so nice. They have a lovely fireplace.
Oh yeah.
With beautiful wrought iron. It's a beautiful place. And the way that smelled, I know y'all who have fireplaces don't get it. But when you don't get to smell it very often, the the burning of that firewood, oh, it was just lovely. It was wonderful. And the way it looks, it's so calming. Now, y'all who have to have it all the time may not think so. Well, yeah, Jeff, I looked cute. I had my prissy boots on. In fact, I told my husband, I said, you're going to have to pick me up at the front door. Because he parks, out in,
Yeah, that's for sure.
And so he's like looking at me. I said, I cannot walk all the way out there where the car's parked. So he did. He had to come get me. Well, now, Mike, I can tell you, you are not going to catch me
2641.
On a frozen lake with a fire. Life advice for current life. Okay. Yeah, see, prissy boots are, they're just as cute as they can be. I don't know what I did with them. But
probably in the garbage.
I told him, I said, hey, Grizzly! And, this is the whole reason I wore the prissy boots, okay, is because I don't have any closed-in shoes. Except for my tennis shoes. And I couldn't very well wear tennis shoes with a prissy dress. But you could get away with wearing boots. So, I'm probably going to have to break down and buy a pair of closed-in shoes.
I did that, bought 3 and can't wear any of them. They hurt my feet.
Other than a bra, and you men don't understand this, other than a bra, and I try not to wear those if they're going to hurt me, but I don't want to wear nothing that hurts.
I ain't gonna.
Mason, thank you very much. Well, that's the thing. I think I'm just going to give them away. I could go find a new home. I can go buy something else. Yes, Coach and Grizzly and Nicole, I have had you on various devices for the last few days. Hopefully it'll help.
I didn't know there was such thing as a comfortable bra.
Well, some bras are better than others, I do have to say. The thing is, I think the only thing that a man could compare it with, now, Jeff, is a jock strap that's too tight. Okay, 264, you need advice for the dating world?
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Well, my advice is to always be honest. And don't go to bars to pick up people. Those are little tidbits. Yes, CL, exactly. It's like I'm used to being barefoot, flip-flops.
Mm-hmm.
I got some tennis shoes that are all right. And I got some water shoes, because I don't like to step on oyster shells and stuff. But overall, I don't have cold weather shoes or shoes to wear to, like a fancy affair. Here you can wear sandals everywhere you want to go, and most all year round. Bake him a blueberry pie. Oh, to get a man.
Oh.
Well, they do say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But Coach apparently didn't have that problem because she got her man and she says she don't know how to cook. Yes, I don't like to wear shoes in the house either, unless, like right now when it's a little cold and I got wood floors, I don't mind wearing my slippers. Lord, help us, what is that? Some little bug. Have y'all noticed the little bugs have just been kind of,
They're like fruit flies.
they're just, Oh, 2641. The dating world, I'm just thankful that I don't have to deal with it, to be quite honest. Yeah, see, I wear slippers. I like slippers. I got some of those socks that have the little nubby things on the bottom, and I wear those sometimes. Yes, Mason, have you noticed little, tiny little flying bugs in the house lately? I don't know if they came in because it's cold outside or what they are. And they're not like a whole bunch of them. It's not like, this.
Just aggravating.
It's just one or two that'll just aggravate the stew out of you. It's very annoying. I don't know what they are. So I think that I think we salvaged 2 of the tomato plants. See, Miss M, Mama's gonna stay single. She's not allowed to go after any more men. Now, but
get thee behind me, Satan.
Yes, at 87, she doesn't need any more. She's had her. Mike, I'm not sure if it is a fruit fly. We had some bananas, and generally they do tend to like bananas. But I don't know. It wasn't like a whole bunch of them. It's just like 1 or 2. Very annoying. First, I thought they might be fleas, which I about had hissy fit, but they're not fleas. You can be hello, and I have written down the 10th, by the way. The thing to me is that you need to be able to be happy and content on your own. You don't need someone else to totally. Yes, see how little gnats is what it. Yes, exactly. But you need to be able to be happy on your own. Oh, Minnesota. Minnesota's cold right now. That's up there near my daughter in Wisconsin. It's too cold. Too cold. Yes, y'all. Now, I don't know the details, and I'm not going to ask the details, but y'all, if you're praying people, put the show and tell, Vanessa, on your prayer list. That's all I'm going to say. Well, see, you're not alone. Mike, you're good. Okay, you live in Indiana. Okay, Miss E. We have a little place in Ohio. Where in Indiana are you? Not that I would know, because I only know one place in Indiana, and that's Fort Wayne, and that's because that's where we fly in and out of. Paco's a good name, isn't it? What kind of dog is it? My dog is a black Labrador Retriever named Max. And if you want to know what it looks like, there's plenty of videos on the channel. He's quite popular. Actually, he's just cute, and I take his picture a lot. Oh, a little Boston Terrier. Cute. Oh, is it a baby? I love puppies. Now, Nicole's little paws is growing like a weed. She put a lovely video up about the snow at her place and the little animals.
Oh,
yeah. See, I tell you what, Nicole, you baby Labrador Retrievers, I'm gonna have to show my sister. She is a sucker for a Labrador Retriever. Our whole family is, really. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Mike. See, I try not to have mine on at any other time that interferes with somebody else.
Tell Miss M that her parents are right.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine, Miss M. See,
Aw.
if I was closer, oh, Malamutes, don't they get big?
They're like a shepherd.
I think they get big. I'm not sure. I know those Great Pyrenees get big.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video of some of them the other day, Nicole, made me think of you. And they were so funny. They were doing their job. It was a hoot. Okay, that's what I thought they looked like, Mike. Okay, I'm right. I know what you're talking about.
Tebow.
Tebow. Okay, like Tim Tebow. Well, I have a black lab, and Nicole has a black lab. And Nicole's gonna have puppies. Mine cannot produce puppies. Okay. My son, was it you and him that went and saw Tim Tebow?
Mm.
Well, he went and saw Tim Tebow do
Yes, at the prayer breakfast.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did a, what do you call it when they get up there?
Presentation.
Yeah. And he was very impressed with him.
He's one of the keynote speakers. And
he just seems like a really nice person, you know.
He's a fine young man.
Okay. Oh, how nice you got to meet him. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, okay, so you obviously must have lived in Colorado. That's neat. Isn't that where the Broncos are? Okay,
so they're in the Northwest somewhere.
Oh God, I don't know.
Denver.
That's in Colorado.
I think Denver, Colorado. I'm not sure. He can tell us.
Oh, mercy, mother.
Mike can tell us.
Well,
we need some guidance, Mike.
So we're at that dinner tonight, you know, and there's total of 3 men and 4 women. Oh, okay, Mike. That is very impressive.
How interesting.
Okay, Hen, this is what I was going to get to. So they start talking about the Super Bowl. And they asked, who do you want to win? And all of us women said, well, who's playing? Those men looked at us like we had lost our minds. I don't know who's playing. I have no idea.
Don't care.
None whatsoever. And they looked at me like I had lost my mind. And so then they started talking about spring training practice for baseball down here and wanting to know if I wanted to
Coach
go.
Who's playing?
Exactly, Coach, who's playing? I have no idea. They never did tell us. And so
maybe they didn't know either.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
Patriots and the Seahawks. Like show and tell.
Oh, see, and if that's a woman that knew, see? Now, I'm not going to plan to watch it, but now if he wants to watch it, you know, he will fix himself something to eat. I don't have to fix him anything to eat. And he'll probably do wings and stuff like that. Oh, the freeze dry. Yeah. See, I do like to do the freeze dry stuff. You know, I don't care who wins. And the little fella that's supposed to be singing, you know, at halftime, I saw him at the Grammys because me and my son watched a little tiny snippet of the Grammys. I was not particularly impressed, but I was like, okay, whatever. See, Hen, now I used to watch the Cowboys way back, you know, when there was only like 12 professional football teams. Yeah, see, I don't think this year's halftime it's going to be all that great. Well, no, now what time, Julia, what time are you and Doug usually on? Because I don't know what time the Super Bowl comes on. And there's a whole bunch of us that'd rather watch you than watch the Super Bowl. Just saying. Oh, and you were born in Dallas. See, is Kid Rock performing? See, I'd watch Kid Rock. 5:45. I don't know what time the game comes on, Coach. That's a man question. Or Vanessa, she knows. She pays attention to these things. She's up on current events.
Well, I'd watch Kid Rock, but I wouldn't watch some other trashy things.
Well, Hen, I agree. Now, I have to say, one of the best halftime shows in recent history that I recall, I say recent history, but it's not that recent, was Prince. He did a really good job. And when it rained during him doing Purple Rain, that was quite phenomenal. See, Mason? See? Yes, we'll watch y'all and not the Super Bowl. Miss M, I agree that halftime shows have greatly declined. I miss Prince. Pearlman, welcome. We're talking about the football game, the Super Bowl, of which we did not particularly know a whole lot about, and halftime show. I never saw Prince live, though. I bet he did a phenomenal job. See, I have to agree with you. We kind of got disillusioned. Oh, Bad Bunny. No, see, I knew it was somebody I didn't. It's like, okay, the little snippet of the Grammys that we watched, I'm like, well, I know who Jelly Roll is. See, Pearlman, that's pretty much us. Now, my husband will watch it, but I'm like, I'm not watching it. Yeah, see, and we are all a group of highly intelligent people, good, outstanding citizens. And here we are, none of us are going to watch it. Vanessa, you got that right. That is, there's using that stage
or whatever his name was.
Well, using that stage for your political outbursts and so forth. Just get your award, be gracious, and get on off the stage. Because what you have to say isn't any more important than anybody else. That's my political rant on that. I have to say, Vanessa, sadly, I have to agree with you. I don't like, and I do like watching hockey a little bit.
I'm with Hen House. I never watched another one after that.
Hen, you're right. Mama don't. That was it for her, and quite honestly, it pretty much was for me. Now my husband still watches it some, not like he used to. Now he still watches a lot of college Michigan football.
Can I just say that I think this community are very special people, and I'm proud to be part of them.
Y'all mama's talking trash about you. Did you hear it? Well, see, I agree with all of y'all. And unfortunately, the bad behavior of these athletes and the bad behavior of the Hollywood elites and musical people, uh, filters right on down to our little
Aw.
children, and that's where we have to we have to draw lines. You know, we
Draw the
really,
line in the sand.
because if for no other reason than to protect the children. Adults have every right to go for it, but you do not have the right to project that stuff on children. Well, see, that's kind of Mother and I have gotten to the point where we just watch YouTube. We watch you people. We really do. We go on and we watch you all, and the other thing that we do watch All Creatures Great and Small, which is a British show, and we love it. Yeah, Hen, it's wonderful. Like, and you can jump on different. Now, CL hasn't done a lot of lives, but Vanessa does. Uh, and Coach does, and Hen, you're new, but so I
I'm
don't know
just
if you do
blowing it
lives or
up.
not. But Miss M, I don't know if you do lives, but lives are kind of, they're taking the place of our television. Documentaries, I do enjoy documentaries, and you know that there's another show I like. Uh, it- oh, Finding the Roots. I like that show too. Well, Mike, who doesn't love to watch puppies? You'd have to be some kind of sadist or something not to want to watch
Oh, okay.
puppies. Okay, okay. Now I do. All right. On the 17th, I will not be here. I have to go pick up a friend of mine at the airport in Orlando. And his plane, he and his wife are coming in. And so on the 17th, I will not be here. So I'm going to have to look at the calendars of when everybody does their stuff and try to find a time frame that week that works for people. Oh, okay. Yes, I knew that you were going to go on Scott's. Well, Mason, you're just so sweet. You know that Scott doesn't live far from me.
Hmm.
Well, you know, I do is I put something on that I've seen 852 times, like the Waltons, and
We like that
sometimes
repair shop show.
that'll help me to fall asleep. Well, Vanessa, we got puppies coming out the yang yang on this channel. All these people's dogs is having puppies.
Except for Maxie.
You know, I'm kind of torn about the Olympics. Um, I do love to watch the Olympic hockey team. Um, I'm more of a team sport than an individual sport person, and so I don't know. I might watch a little bit of that. Well, I will tell y'all again so I don't forget, and I'll have to make a video or something, that I won't be here on the 17th. I see. I used to always watch. Do y'all remember? Now, some of y'all are not old enough, but when the United States won the hockey gold, there's a movie with Kurt Russell. Um, Miracle, I think is the name of it. Excellent movie. Uh, that was very heartwarming.
Watching the actual game was hard. Whew.
Um, Allie
Hard
is
stopping.
really close to me. Like Allie and I could have breakfast and lunch together. I mean, she's like really close. She's like 45 minutes. Yes. Um, Miss M, I will tell you, you are welcome to come anytime. Generally speaking, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm here. But you can come visit us anytime. And I do little pop-ups. Yeah, everybody sub to everybody else. The Fat Electrician. No, I have not. But I wrote that down somewhere, didn't I? Well, and get some sleep. The oh, you were asking V. So you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's Wednesday, and y'all know what happens on Wednesday. They get my grandbaby, and this is our week, so we get to have her Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then I take her to school on Monday morning. So we are so excited, and I bought this stuff. This is gonna entertain her. Now, Mama bought her some stuff, but I bought her some stuff. I bought her this stuff you make goo with. Y'all ever seen it? It's like a little chemistry type gooey thing. She's gonna love it. She loves anything messy. And Mom bought her all kinds of games to play outside because prior to it being so doggone cold here, they were playing outside having a howl time. And she was asking my mama, Nana, let's go outside and play, which was just precious. It's just precious. Yes, V, very similar to slime. Let me see, where is it? I got it. Hold one moment, please.
You want me to get it for you?
No, I can just reach over here and get it. They had it on sale at the Walmart. Now, unfortunately, they only had blue, and she would much prefer pink. But she gonna like it, because anything that she thinks she's being a scientist, she's pretty happy. And, oh, Lord, have you all ever seen that slime that when you put your finger or your hand or whatever in, it makes fart noises? She loves that. Oh, I think Mason, I know we go overboard, but she's the only baby we got. And the simple truth of it is we'd rather play with her and interact and stuff than have her sitting on a tablet or watching a TV. And so, we're old. We got to think of stuff to keep her happy and entertained. I've been teaching her how to play solitaire. She's doing pretty
that's
good.
What I meant to get some cards.
Perlman, no, I did not see that you made a new one. I swear that my thing must be broke, because it never tells me nothing. All right, Perlman, I'm writing it down. And it didn't tell me about Nicole's. I just knew that Nicole did because she had told me that she did, like physically told me. Oh, Mason, I think that slime is a hoot. Yes, it is. And I got these canvases at the Michaels, and we're gonna make some kind of Valentine present for her daddy out of her feet. I saw this on the YouTube too. So
Peace,
hello, Peace. How are you doing? So oh
my goodness.
Oh mercy. You got things going on in your neighborhood, stink bug.
Keep the door shut.
Oh, mercy. Well, stay inside. Don't get messed up in that.
Aww.
I don't know how to play dominoes. Now, I know you think, oh, that poor old woman knows how to play dominoes. But my mama never taught me how.
She don't know how. And I don't do games. She is not a good person to play a game with. Now, I can play with Emma because I let her cheat.
Oh, your dad's name was Mason? I had a friend named Mason one time, long time ago. Well, I can believe that. People would be sadly mistaken if they came into ours as well. Well, Nicole knows my email. So, oh, okay. Where is Mason, Texas? I mean, Texas is a pretty big spot, you know.
I'll wait to leave.
Well, Peace, I have email too. And I have to make a conscious effort to check it because, and Nicole can tell you, I'm pitiful about it. Uh, I'll get on there, and sometimes it's like there's 2,000 emails. I hate going through all those. Oh dear, a lot of girls screaming. That's not good, stink bug.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so in the middle, slap dab in the middle. I have been in eastern Texas, like Tyler, Texas, in that area, but I've never been like very far over.
What was that?
Oh, she's over there trying to think.
Trying to remember that name of that town in Texas that we were going to go to get the pottery if we ever won the lottery. That rhymes, pottery lottery. Was it Marshall?
Marshall, Texas, yeah.
See? Make fun of the old woman, why don't you? I knew the name.
Which of our dogs did we get from Tyler, Texas?
A black lab.
Really? Yes. Star.
Starry Night.
You know why she was named Star? We got her in Texas.
Yeah, but I didn't do that. Aunt Randy brought her here.
From Tyler, Texas. Yeah. And she was named Star because of the star on the flag for Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Y'all don't want her to sing. Oh, that's terrible, stink bug. Well, I'm not rural. I'm more of suburbia. Nicole is rural. Well, I'll send her to you and she can sing to you because you'll get tired of it real quick.
They're so cute, aren't they?
My grandbaby has started eating school lunches. She says she likes them. I don't know about that.
Based on what she gets at home, I don't doubt it.
Be nice. Not this home. Yeah, because the simple truth of it is, Pearlman's right. When they're on a live like this, especially one that doesn't have a bunch of trolls on it, you can kind of give people information. And I believe if you wanted to give somebody information, you could do like really quick and they could take a snap of it and you can delete it. Well, see, I usually fix my grandbaby's lunch for her to take to school.
Stink bug.
Well, she's perfectly fine, stink bug. She's got her car. She knows how to get where she needs to go. She's fine. If I don't pick on her a little bit, she won't know she's loved.
That's true. That's what our family does.
She won't know she's loved. We're gonna have to go to the store sometime. I got some pictures that are ready to be picked up. I keep forgetting.
Well, I've got myself a list, so I can put that on it. But I don't know
Well,
how to
Coach,
do
you
with
go
it.
on to sleep.
I do
And
that.
I'm sorry I missed your live. I missed yours and Okies today because I was doing things. I had errands to run. Yeah, Hen, the lunches that the school does,
They're not
you
as
know,
bad now as they were
um,
when Michelle was in charge of them.
that's true, Stink Bug. You could, and that's one of the things that um I love to listen to people read. Um, I saw this thing about it was Michael Bublé, and he was talking to Matthew McConaughey, and he was talking about that he goes to sleep with Matthew McConaughey every night, and Matthew McConaughey was like, "What?" Well, it's because he does those books or those meditation things, and uh, and that's how Michael Bublé falls asleep is listening to Matthew McConaughey talk. Who knew? Well, Hen, I think that the okay, Peace. When was the last time you were in high school and had lunch? Uh, and
Maybe their schools are different.
they could be, but ours are not so great. Well, you know, the thing is, now I got to write that down, V. You know I don't remember stuff. Okay, see, it's been a while since you had a school lunch there, Peace. Let me just tell you. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but the Smuckers makes these little peanut butter jelly sandwiches and they're little circles and they're like
Crustless.
crustless, yes. And you can buy them at the Walmart. That's one of the options for the children's school lunches now. And it's just full of just nasty stuff. See, yes, 25, 30, even 50 years ago, they were much better. Uncrustables. That's it, V. And they have strawberry and they have grape. I think are the only two flavors they have. But they're horrible. They're horrible. And like the little jello cups
She's right.
have it's like it's not really jello. I mean it is jello, but jello is supposed to be refrigerated. This jello is not refrigerated. It's got something funky in it. And they're gonna let that little children eat that? Hen, you are right. Now I do like Nutella. I can't eat Nutella, but I do like it. Um,
Katie used to like it.
there was something else that I saw. Okay, they did these pizzas. This is now I don't know about anywhere else, but they do these little personal pan pizzas. And now I'm not saying they don't taste okay. They taste okay. They're not great. But the amount of preservative and just junk that's in it.
Good night, Mikey.
No, 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 no. Mike, you get some rest and you have a grand night and a beautiful morning tomorrow. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I think it kind of. I think that the school lunches depend on the where you're at and what your child will eat. Cause like my son and my daughter, the two pickiest people on the planet, and the two completely, totally opposite eaters on the planet. When I say this, believe me, one's a vegan and one's a carnivore. And now he will eat pasta now. And she'll eat pasta.
Well, he had chicken and noodles tonight.
But he puts different stuff on his than she puts on hers. Whew. And they were like this when they were like 13. Oh, Lord. It was very trying. I remember the first time my daughter said, this was for Thanksgiving, and she said, I want to get one of those tofurkeys. Have y'all ever had tofurkey? It's exactly what it says. It's tofu that is supposed to taste like turkey. Okay, and it comes in a ball in a plastic wrapping. Okay,
Kind
and
of
on
a
the
loaf like.
on the inside of it, it's got the dressing. Okay, little knot of it on the inside, and you're supposed to take this plastic cover off of it and bake it, and it comes with gravy. Okay, in the box, and so you cook the gravy separately. And just let me tell you, it's disgusting. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. And she acts like it's good. Now, I don't know if she's just immune to what good taste is, but
Well, she's been vegan since she was 18.
she's
What,
been
32
vegan
now?
since she was 13.
Well, there you go.
And she's 30 now. And so, but, and they have a vegan pork roll. Let me just say, it too is not very tasty. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't eat the way they want to. People should eat the way they want to. And everything, it's a personal preference. But good Lord have mercy. Oh, Perlman, I bet that was a hoot you going in there. Okay, so
where's the meat? Like that little old lady, where's the beef?
We went to this vegan restaurant. It was kind of a high-end vegan restaurant in Chicago with my daughter. And I had a sandwich. It wasn't horrible.
The one I had was delicious.
But
mine was a vegan Monte Cristo.
It's just, there's something terribly wrong. I mean, and like they'll do, no, I love meat, Hen. I love meat. It's like they get all these chemicals and all this just nasty stuff and push together, smoosh it together, and pop it out and make these vegan chicken nuggets. Why not just eat chicken nuggets? It didn't make any sense to me. But whatever they want to do.
To each his own.
To each his own. To each his own. But yeah. And like, I don't quite understand, like, egg noodles. She won't eat egg noodles because it's got egg in it. Okay, whatever. Whatever floats your boat there, sweet pea. Soy is not good for us. Soy is not good for us. No. You're correct. Oh, no, like the chicken nuggets like at McDonald's and all. No, it don't even look like chicken. Eggs are not baby chickens. You're right. See,
which
Vanessa,
came first, the chicken or the egg?
You don't like tomatoes and olives? Now, okay, I used to like black olives. I've gotten kind of where I don't like black olives. But I do like tomatoes. I did the whole not vegan. I went vegetarian for a while at one point. I lasted about 6 months, and then it's like, okay, I want some food. Yes. Well, see, what happened was my daughter was about 13 years old. Oh, I ain't eating no 3D printed food. That's just weird and nasty. I am not eating that. Anyway, she's about 13 years old, and she saw at school, she went to a very liberal, progressive school. A choice I would not make again. And she saw a video of a slaughterhouse, and it was not a very humane slaughterhouse. And from that point on, she was vegan. There was no change in her mind. I have 2 olive trees, Hen.
I wonder if they made it through the cold.
They looked all right when I looked at them yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want anything bioengineered. I mean, honestly, not that I'm going to consume, uh, or even that I'm going to place on my person. You know, um, it's just not right. It's just something terribly wrong about it. It's scary, isn't it? It's scary that they and they're what is it label that they've been putting on meat? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's not bioengineered. And you know, the work that Mama used to do was she could trace fruit, okay, oranges and lemons and so forth, to their origin, okay, they were going to be used for juice and stuff, okay, so she could trace them to their origin. And I wonder if they can trace them. I'm sure they can, but doesn't it just kind of make you go,
Well, don't you know the times when they have those E. coli and stuff in the romaine lettuce and all, and they can trace it back to the farm that it came from? Amazing. Camel soup.
okay,
Oh,
so
dear Gusty.
you like, um, yeah, Perlman, you're just a nut.
Huh.
Yeah, exactly, show and tell, Vanessa. That's the thing. And so I don't know that I will ever get her to ever,
You won't.
and I don't push it, you know. I make like beef broth, chicken broth. Uh we use we try. We truly do try to be as, shall we say, clean eating as we can be. Um, oh yes, the whole thing about Campbell's soup and all that wackadoodle stuff that they were putting in it, and and you can look at the label when it's got stuff you cannot pronounce. You really shouldn't be putting it in your body. And there's more and more and more of it. It's just like the other day I saw, I believe it was Governor DeSantis's wife. I'm not positive. Governor DeSantis is the Florida's governor. Um, and she was talking about the nerds and other candies, Skittles, stuff like that. And how it has arsenic in it. Arsenic. See, I bet the cows and the pigs from the Amish are divine.
Well, you know, when we used to go to that store in Delaware and get meat.
Oh, Hen, everybody in my neighborhood thought I was crazy as a Bessie bug when I decided I was going to get chickens. But, you know, when the price of eggs went up so high, they
Not think.
Stink, you have a good night. Tell your grandparents good night for us. Um, they all thought we were just nuts, but then, when the eggs went up to outrageous prices, uh, then it was different. I find that the Amish people are quite refreshing. I like them. Well, the chickens that are, okay, it is not normal for a chicken breast to be this big and this thick. That is not normal. Chickens do not have breasts. Even meat chickens, they are not that big. So they are pumping them full of something. And I don't want that in our bodies. Oh, they make wonderful, wonderful goods. Uh, when we go to Ohio, we go to some of the different Amish type stores. Uh, See, Hen, you are a genius, and I love to buy stuff from them. It's it's a good quality, and it doesn't have a bunch of junk in it. Yes, to me, piece the chicken has a different texture. See, I stopped eating poultry altogether because the chicken that we get at the grocery store, to me, doesn't taste right anymore. Now, that could just be me and my weird little taste buds, or it could be that the chicken has changed so much that I just don't want it. Yes. We have a slicer, and they're wonderful. When you can buy in bulk from your local, like you say, your Amish, and package it. And my sister has one of those. Oh, where they can suck up all the air out of the bag that they put the meat and stuff in. What are they called? Um. Anyway, and it preserves it for a whole lot longer. I would love to go to the auction,
There you
Pearlman.
go,
I would
vacuum seal.
love vacuum seal. That's it. I would love to go to an auction like that. See, Hen, exactly, exactly. They should not be a chicken like you get a chicken at the Costco. That thing's like a small turkey. You're exactly right, Peace. Now, the other day, my sister went down to Adams Ranch, which is in Fort Pierce, to test out the meat, and it's all grown right here and everything, and
It's grass fed.
it yeah, grass fed, and she got hamburger meat, and I will say it was very, very good, but it was very expensive. It was over $8 a pound.
It's right at $8.
And so it's like, who can afford that on a regular basis?
Well, it's $6.99, $7.99 at Publix. So
Well, we don't buy it at Publix. We buy it at Costco's and Sam's, and I don't buy meat at Walmart. But yes, a vacuum sealer. They're wonderful. See, I'm going to have to go, Pearlman. I'm going to have to go to the one in Ohio. That's all there is to it. I'm going to put that on my list. To do's. There's another. I want to go to Hocking Hills in Ohio too. Well, it's true. Mason, it's sad that food that doesn't cost as much to raise costs more to buy because it costs more to pump all that stuff into a critter. And so you would think that it wouldn't be that way, but it is. It's sad. And we even talked about getting one of the ones, like the 4-H. Our fair, our firefighter fair, has the 4-H
But they're
auction.
expensive.
But, oh, I mean, you're talking about $14 a pound for hamburger meat on that. I was like, no, no. I don't want to have to eat celery for the rest of my life just so I can have a steak from the firefighter fair. But oh yeah, you should have done that, Pearlman. Even if you have to buy another freezer. My sister and I have talked about getting a cow and splitting it. Well, what we really wanted to do was get 4 people and do it, and then uh, to see if we like to do, because, but we don't know 2 other people that we would be willing to, because this is the thing. Okay, people don't realize. Okay, you can't take all of the London Royals, or you can't take all of the, New York strips. It has to be divided up amongst everybody. So everybody's going to get some of the, shall we say, less desirable cuts of meat. You're not going to everybody get the top grade A stuff.
Not gonna get the best cuts.
The best cuts, yes, exactly. So, yeah. Now, Nicole, do you all butcher stuff yourself, or do you take it somewhere and have stuff done? I know y'all have got lots of critters. Well,
half and half.
Yeah, half and half. That would be my personal preference. I got to weed out some of the mess in my freezers for one thing.
Good Lord, I guess so.
I can cook anything on the planet. I don't, but I can. Oh, Nicole, see, y'all wear me out. Oh, Lord, y'all just wear me out.
If I did that, I couldn't eat it then. If I had to handle it like that.
Well, now when I was pregnant, I could not handle raw meat, but I probably could now.
Not me.
And quite honestly, if I had it and asked my neighbor to do it, he'd do it for me. Because he does that kind of stuff all the time. I pretty much can cook anything I want. I cooked for many, 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 many years. But now, my husband loves to cook on the grill. And we're basically carnivores. And so, I don't have to cook very often. Once in a while, but not much. Peace, exactly. My neighbor is big time hunting. And so he does the deer and he does it all. And he does it in the backyard, which is a little discerning when you just aren't expecting it. But yeah, he knows how to do all that stuff. And my husband knows how to. He just doesn't like to. Because he used to hunt back in the day. Now he hunts at the grocery store. But he works all the time, so. Do you still hunt, Peace? Oh, well, that's nice, Pearlman. It's always nice to have family or friends that know how to do stuff and are willing to help you out with it. Oh, forgot to ask my mama something. Mom, I'm thinking about making Aunt Ellen's cake to take when we go to Lake City. Either that or that one of Aunt Louise's that we think is Aunt Louise's.
Probably be easier to make Aunt Ellen's. Because that one of Aunt Louise's got way too many ingredients.
The I have a friend of mine who was a butcher at a grocery store, and then he basically stopped doing that, and he opened up his own meat processing thing, and he stays busy. Jimbo, he
Yeah.
stays real busy. Um, I went to school with him, but it's amazing the popularity of um
Of course, they raise
pro-
cattle around here too.
of people getting, shall we say, back to nature in their courses of food compared to just going to the grocery store, you know? Because let's face it, some of that grocery store stuff is just trash food, or it costs so much. Oh, I love a carrot cake. I do love a carrot cake. My favorite, and what I will want for my birthday, but I don't know if I'll do it or not, um, is chocolate. I love chocolate cake, but I don't know. It's not really on my approved list of foods to be eaten. But it's gonna be my birthday, so you kind of should get a little treat. But well, now don't be shocked, stunned, and amazed. I've never had rabbit. I don't think I can process a rabbit though. Now Nicole has rabbits. Don't you have rabbits, Nicole? I love farmers markets.
Good night,
Pearlman.
everybody. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Um, I should do that, Pearlman. Uh, cook in bulk and freeze it, but I don't.
We'd lose track of what
Okay,
we
so
had.
I had a coffee plant tree. It did not do well. I have never gotten a vanilla, but it would be interesting. I would give that a whirl. Yeah, Mason, chocolate cake. You going to bed, Pearl? Oh, you're telling Mama good night. Yeah, she. When we were gone, she sat here in that chair and she read her book. And I bet you she didn't get up out that chair for 4 hours. She can't be doing that. I got to get on to her about that. She has to get up more often. Just for basic circulation. Because when I tell you that woman reads a lot, that woman reads a lot. And I got to get on to her about drinking more water. Well, aren't you sweet peas? Now, how old is your daughter, if you don't mind my asking? My daughter's 30. My son is, I keep saying he's 26, but he's 27. That means he's going to be 28 in March. Dadgum, they getting old. They going to catch up with me soon. Debbie Sue, good night, honey. Sweet dreams. CL, were you here when I was talking about the craft I'm going to do with my baby? I'm gonna do a Valentine craft. I even bought some canvases. You'd be so proud of me. Okay, 16 and 18. Well, they're still babies. They're still babies. Do they both know how to drive? My daughter, she's 30. She don't know how to drive. If they don't know how to drive, force them. Force them to learn how to drive. That's my own personal advice. I think it'll be fun, CL. The She likes to do little. I used to have this little book, and you finger paint. You put your finger, and then you could draw little bugs out of them, and little all kinds of little things out of them. I got to find that book. It's true, Mason. You have to force them sometimes to do things that they're uncomfortable doing. And I regret that I did not force my daughter to learn how to drive. I deeply regret it because it has truly stunted her ability to do things in life. Okay. See, peace, I'm telling you, I know what it is about them because, like I say, my daughter's 30. Now, when I drove her around everywhere she wanted to go, it was fine. And then she moved, when she turned 18, she moved to Chicago. Tell me I wasn't on my knees praying the whole time. And so she took the bus everywhere. And now she's in uh, Wisconsin and she walks in that minus 30-degree weather. I want her to learn to drive. See, Pearlman, but you taught her, didn't you? Oh yeah, Hen. That we love to play paper dolls and make collages. I did the old seed catalogs and let her cut the flowers out of the old seed catalogs and do collages of flowers. Honey, I was at the driver's license place on my birthday to get my driver's license the minute I turned old enough to do so. I couldn't wait to drive. I learned how to drive on a manual too. And I learned how to change a tire and check oil pressure, the oil, and add steering wheel fluid and make sure that the radiator had stuff in it. Basic, nothing fancy. I can't fix nothing fancy, but just basic stuff. Yes, Hen, I love to press flowers. Oh, I wanted to drive so bad, and I had saved all my money. I babysat a lot when I was young, and I had saved all my money, and I bought my first car, and I was 16 years old. And honey, I about drove the wheels off that thing. Well, that's funny, Pearlman. The thing is, I well, see, I a stone whore. I learned to drive for the most part um, at a gun range because my dad shot guns. When I say he shot guns a lot, that might be an underestimated. And so the whole other side of the range, it wasn't like they were firing guns at me, but the whole other side of the range was pretty much empty. And so he would let me take the car and just drive around. And I'd just drive around and drive around and drive between trees and drive. That's how I learned how to drive. Yeah, I was probably, like you say, probably 12 or 13 years old, just like you were. I did. Well, and I took driver's ed. And, they don't have driver's ed here anymore. We took driver's ed. Now, I was like 17 or 18 when I took driver's ed. I was in high school. And I had had my license since I was 16, and I'd had a car since I was 16. So the driver's ed teachers were also coaches for various sports. And so they let me park my car back there. And so they would send me during my lesson to the store to buy them like a sandwich or soda pop or something like that. So yeah, I didn't do a lot of driver's ed. Well, yeah, see, that's the thing. When we learned to drive, okay, I'm old, so, when I learned, there was not as many people on the road, quite honestly. Let's face it, there just weren't. Um, and exactly, you could, like the mall, okay, our, our grocery stores back in the day, uh, they closed on Sunday. So you could literally go to the parking lot at the grocery store and there's no cars on Sunday and practice driving and practice parking and all that stuff. And my mama, to take my driver's test, dear God in heaven, my mama had a big old Chevy station wagon and it was powder blue. And that thing was 3 city blocks long, and I had to parallel park that baby. I can parallel park anything. And that's the thing. Now, I mean, my car will park itself. I don't let it because I don't have that much. I shouldn't say I don't have that much faith in the, but I don't trust it to do it and not smash up somebody else's car. What if something go hinky dinky, And I don't, I can't I have a problem giving up the control. I guess it is, and so I've never used it. I don't even know how to do it. I had to call my husband today. I had to call my husband on the phone at work, and I don't normally call him at work. I didn't know how to turn the heat on in the car. Go ahead, feel free, laugh. I know how to turn on the hiney warmer, and I know how to turn on the steering wheel warmer, but I didn't know how to turn the heat on. He laughed at me, but it's okay. He told me how to do it, and I was able to turn it on. We had frost on my windows. I know that's nothing compared to what most of you have going on, but for us, it was a big deal. Well, it's true. I owned my car for 2 whole weeks before I knew it had 4-wheel drive. Ain't that sad? That I'm telling you, and like you get the when you open the little book, that before when you open a little book, it showed you like something fabulous, like how to put in a new carburetor. This one is telling you don't put diesel in a gas vehicle. Really? Well, I have a fairly new car. It's not brand new, but we watched. Oh Lord, Barrett Jackson. If y'all ever watched the Barrett Jackson car show, and we was picking out what we would buy, me and Mama and my husband, if we ever won the lottery, which vehicles we would buy. I might buy me an old pickup truck. Oh yeah, the wing windows, and I tell you what, I do love a '57 Chevy. Mm-hmm. With those fins, or a '59 Cadillac. Mm-hmm. Well, and things like, yeah, Hen, we went to we didn't go to Barrett Jackson. We went. we physically went to Mesa. I think it's Mesa. I think that's the name of it. It's another one of the big car shows, and it was the one in Orlando. Oh, a 67 Chevy. My sister had a 60. I want to say it was a 67 Mustang. Oh, they did not, Pearlman. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. They put gas. Oh, they put diesel in their gas car. My daughter had a friend who did that, but she was 16. And that for a long time, uh, the nozzles were different. You know what I'm talking about? The nozzles were different, and you couldn't put a diesel one in a gasoline one, and vice versa. They wouldn't fit. They wouldn't go in it. So you couldn't do it. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why they changed that. We don't own a diesel vehicle. All of ours are gas. Not to say we are opposed to diesel vehicles. We just don't happen to own one. Oh, that's an expensive boo boo. I'll tell you what. My husband would probably shoot me. You'd probably be reading my obituary right now if I did that. Or he wouldn't talk to me for 6 months or longer. Which really wouldn't be a whole lot different than it is now because he's not a chatty Cathy. Every once in a while, though, he'll get on a little streak and he's just da 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 da. And you're like, okay, did somebody like give you something at the lunch house or something? Because all of a sudden you are wound up like a top. Oh, Lord. Ain't that the truth piece? Okay, so, all right, the Mustang. If I go put gas in the Mustang, I'm supposed to put the really expensive gas in it. Okay. And then for the Explorer, I'm supposed to put the middle one. Okay. For the truck, I can put the less expensive one in. I've got very specific instructions on which gas I'm supposed to put in which vehicle. And I'm not supposed to get Walmart gas or Sam's gas or Costco gas. I'm only supposed to go to certain gas stations to get the gas. Whatever. See, you get some rest. I'm sure you got to go to work in the morning. And I appreciate you being here. And I'll be sure to look at your video. Okay, Hen, you're going to love this. All right. We are a Ford family. Okay? My father-in-law worked for Ford. And so we are a Ford family. We've got the Mustang, the Explorer, the F-150, the Ford Fusion. My son's got a Ford. We do have an old Dodge truck that we use just to pull the boat. Yeah, so yeah, we are. Oh, we do have an old Toyota that is what my husband drives back and forth to work because works like an hour away, and so it gets the very best. It gets like 42 miles to the gallon, and it's got like 250,000 miles on it. And so that's the one he drives back and forth to work. Except for on Fridays, he drives the Mustang. Yes, we love yeah, Pearlman. When we meet up for lunch, I'll bring the Mustang. Uh, but the yeah, I love my Explorer. And I love our truck. It's a four-door truck. It's not four-wheel drive. Now my son's is four-wheel drive. Um, oh yes, Perlman. The smell of real gas, it's like intoxicating. I can remember when I was little child, and we had the station wagon. I mean, I'm talking like I was like 6, I was little. And I can remember laying in the back of that station wagon and just like getting high off the fumes of gasoline. I loved it. It's probably what killed all my brain cells. My mama pumping gas. Well, see, Perlman, that's the thing. We have to have something that gets good gas mileage because the rest of them don't. No, I think that it's kind of like there are certain things uh, okay, I love the smell of fresh cut grass. I just do. Don't know why, I just do. I hate the smell of stale cigarette smoke. And I used to smoke. I mean, we're talking really long time ago. I don't like the smell of cigars, but I do like the smell of certain uh, pipe tobacco. Well, it just I don't know. It's just there are just certain things that you go, okay, everyone, and I do not like the smell of pot. It stinks. It smells like a skunk. And then people, oh, well, you can't smell it. I'm like, yes, I can. So, Pearlman, you don't like, well, you must not like the smell of pot either then. Um, you don't like the smell of gasoline or skunks. Well, I like the smell of skunks. Pearlman, Radar used to have a pet skunk. You can get him to tell you about that too. Yeah, when my father-in-law bought a used car one time, and it was, I don't even remember what kind it was. It's some sedan of some sort, and it had that pot smell, like embedded into the lining and the seats, and I mean, and he had it professionally cleaned. I don't know how many times, and you could not get that smell out. It stunk to high heaven, and of course here, your car's closed up and it gets 150 inside your car, and oh my god, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It was nasty, big time nasty. Well, Pearlman, congratulations. I too have never smoked pot, and people don't believe me when I say it, but it's the truth. And it's like I've never done any of any you know, I have been drunk 4 times in my life. So, it's like, I, to each their own. Everybody do your own thing. If it's legal where you're at, so be it. But no, not, and never, ever, ever has it been something that I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. But to each their own. I mean, uh, now, my father-in-law, when he got cancer, he started growing it. He in Ohio, and he was basically a farmer anyway, but he just started, like his own little tiny plot. But I don't think he liked it, but it did. What's took the edge off, I guess, during his cancer treatment. Well, it's like my dear friend Amy who passed away. If she had asked me to get her some uh during her cancer treatment, I would have done it. Okay, so I don't do plasma, but I used to give blood all the time. Like I've given gallons. But I went out of the country, and when I came back, they said we can't take your blood. And I'm thinking, okay, I went to England. It wasn't like I went someplace funky. And I thought, okay, you'll take the blood of somebody who's had 48 tattoos, but you won't take mine? Didn't quite make no sense to me, but whatever. Oh, that gas at the dentist. Was it that sweet? Like it, yeah, I can see where it would make you sick. I remember that when they did it to me when I was little. I was a little child when they did it to me. Um, and it's a sickening, like, yeah. Well, see, Mason, you tried it. You didn't like. I mean, my husband has. My children have. I don't think Mother has. I've never asked her. Yeah, Mason. They won't let me give blood because I went to England, and that's been 21 years ago. So yeah, it makes no hobo. Hello and welcome in. So I don't understand. And the thing is, I'm O positive, so it's right desirable blood, which I think is kind of neat. Both my children are also O positive. My mother is not. Um, but so I've always teased them that I had them so that if I need blood, they can give me some. Most people don't know what type blood they have. I bet you my mama don't. I know my husband that has no clue. Did you have to ever get a blood test to get married? Now, see, I saw this question on Facebook, I think. Well, how about mine's red too? We got the same kind of blood. Um, Years ago, in order to get married, they made you get a blood test. Now, I'm not real sure why, other than to test maybe for sexually transmitted diseases. Uh, but I don't know why they made them, or maybe I don't know. But they did. They dang sure made them test it. I have to ask Mama if she had to have hers done. Cause let me think. She would have gotten married in 1962. Yeah. I'll have to ask her. She got married in Georgia. They ran off and eloped. This is her and my father. Peace, you do plasma and you don't know what type blood you have. They'll tell you. Well, Joy, you know, mine looks blue too. So maybe we're cousins or something. And have you ever noticed the older you get, the more your veins like kind of show up? And we won't even talk about the tops of your hands. We're not even going to talk about that. But I'm talking about this part. It's like, and I've never had trouble with them finding the vein, to give blood. Well, see, Pearlman, they use mother. I would say that it's probably within the last 5 years that mother has stopped giving blood. Joy, we're very happy to see you. You missed Stinkbug. He went to bed. Uh, but they used to pester mother to death about donating, and to the point where she was like, "Okay, I'm not doing it anymore." They've done wore out their welcome, so to speak. Now, if there's a major catastrophe or something like, I mean, she would. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, is plasma the one? Didn't mean to yawn on y'all. Is plasma the one where they're taking it out in one arm and putting it back in the other? Oh, honey, you do you do you. I do that all the time. You know, it's kind of yes. I have done that before. I had to go to Miami to do it. There was a child. I don't quite remember exactly. It was a long time ago because I started giving blood when I was in high school. Anyway, there was a child, and I had to go down there, and they did the plasma thing. Yeah. Um, but that's wonderful piece that you did. Now, do you still do that? It's very important for people to who can to give blood. I can understand that problem. You know when the whole 80s, shall we say, um and the needles and everything, and it got kind of scary about the blood. Uh, it does make you a little leery about that kind of thing. So anyway, this did y'all see the moon this tonight? I don't know about where y'all are at, but we get to see the moon come up over the ocean because I was at the fancy restaurant tonight. It was beautiful. I wanted to take pictures and stuff, but we were in the middle of the little cohort of people, and I was like, well, I best not do that. Hobo, I kind of agree with you, honey, because uh I don't go to the doctor if at all humanly possible. The only time I have used a lawyer is, when you kind of have to. And as far as politicians go, there are few and far between that I would trust at all. Oh, the moon looks gold. It was huge and it was white out over the Atlantic Ocean. And I have to say, okay, so the breaks, when the ocean rolls in and it breaks. Okay. Well, normally it breaks about mid section. Okay, so here's your beach, and then here's your water. Okay, so it would break about, say, here and roll in. Okay, honey, it was breaking way out here. So I don't know what kind of funky dunkies going on out there, but it was breaking way further out than it normally does. Okay, so twice a week you can go do it. Well, that's interesting. I know that there are places like in Orlando where you can get money for donating plasma, which wouldn't be donating, you'd be selling it. But if you need money, It's a way to earn a little money. But I don't know how much you get. Well, uh, I tell you what, that sand is cold. Because I did go down and just kind of touch it, and it was cold. And the wind coming off the ocean was quite chilly. But I thought it was funny because the plants that the ocean breeze blew the cool, okay, did not burn as badly as the ones that were just left to have the frost come right down on it, which I thought was kind of interesting. Yeah, I had seen something about there going to be some solar flares. Whenever I donate blood, or used to, you didn't get anything. I mean, once in a while they might would give you a T-shirt or something. Um, Now they did always give you a cookie and some orange juice, but that was about it. And they used to come to our high school to get blood. And so you got to skip class if you would go give blood. That's how Radar Bush Camp, Perlman, Matthew, uh, that's how he and I got our pictures in the yearbook. We were laying there. He was laying on the one thing, and I was laying on the one next to him, and we was both giving blood. And really, the only reason we was giving blood was so we could skip class. Lord, I don't know what has happened to the television. It's like it's going wonky on me. Um, which means I can't read anything that's going on. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's just terrible. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Mercy, that's a lot of money. Maybe I better go see if they'll take my blood again. I wonder. That'd be kind of interesting to see if how much it is here, because we got so many people here. And I always thought about the fact that if I was gonna have surgery, I might would want to bank my own. Have y'all ever done that? You bank your own blood? Okay, I know y'all are going, what is she doing? Okay, there it is. Now I'm back. See, Pearlman? Yes. Well, good. That's, well, still, $540 a month. I need to tell my daughter. I don't think it's that much here. How long does it take to do it, Peace? We might have found Pearlman a side job, a side hustle. Hobo Hideaway, you get some sleep, and thank you so much for coming by. You know, in the mornings, first thing I do in the morning is I turn the TV on and I watch about 15 minutes worth of local news. And then I put it on like world news. And I watch about 15 minutes worth of that. And then the TV goes off because, quite honestly, they don't really tell me anything. It's like if I hadn't seen it on the computer, scrolling around, I wouldn't have known anything about our weather, really. And That's our. Oh, I do know about the iguanas. Okay, so you know we have those invasive iguanas here, right? Now we don't have the huge ones up as far as I am. They're a little bit further down. But at any rate, they did this. They when they get cold, when they freeze, they become stunned and they fall out of the trees that they're in. Okay, so they did this gathering of the iguanas, and they got over 2,000 of them things that they are going to rehome. Uh, because they're an invasive species and we do not need them here. Um, they eat our plants that we don't want them to eat. So, but I was like, really? They got 2,000 of them? And this one lady, she came on there and she said, I want to take mine home and eat them. Mm-mm. Well, that $500 for 45 minutes? Wow. Now, when you do this, this is very interesting piece. When you do that, do you have to like um, hydrate extra or anything? Perlman, you do work all the time. You truly do. I know y'all are going on a little trip soon, and then you're going to come to Florida. And I'm glad y'all do that. But it's like I told my husband, we have to do some stuff that we enjoy. We have to do some stuff. That's why, in truth, that's why we go to on Sundays, basically, and just go for a ride. Sometimes we'll go out to eat, but mostly it's just go for a ride together. Um, Away from the house, and at the end of the month we're gonna go on a little 2-day trip. But sometimes you just got to escape your house because when you are home, you tend to find things you gotta do or feel like your responsibilities are more placed upon you. Um, and it can't just all be about work. It really can't. Mother is the prime example of this. Uh, she's 87. She retired in October and she worked, she figured it out. She worked for 75 years. Now, she went on vacations and she did stuff, but she said, I gave up so much because of my work. And little things that she could have enjoyed had she not worked quite so much. That's not horrible money, peace. I mean, really. That's not fair, Pearlman. That's just not fair. Hello, welcome in. Um, well, I'm glad you're going to do those two little family trips, and then that you're going to take the opportunity to go out and visit with Radar. Um, it's sometimes those kind of little things really are very nourishing to your everything. In truth, oh yeah, people don't realize how important uh the hydration and your sugar level are when you are giving blood, plasma, any kind of anything. Oh yeah, you will throw up, you'll pass out. Um, there's all kind of little repercussions if you go in there and you're not properly uh, well, you know, hydrated or nourished, shall we say. I used to, it was so funny because my dear friend and I would go and she and I would give blood, and if we went and gave blood, we could go to her parents' house, and her daddy would say, "Well, y'all go down to the country club and order a steak. Y'all each need to eat a steak now." So we would go to the country club and get us a steak and charge it to his account. We thought we were being sneaky. Well, I can see where you can't do it all the time, uh, but it would be nice to do it, and you know, like my daughter. I bet she couldn't do it. She's awful skinny, and she's vegan. I bet she don't have enough iron to get that little drop to go all the way down. But it would be interesting to see if she could. Well, folks, I have kept you on here way too long. And we've run the gamut of conversation tonight. Oh yeah, iron. Well, iron and I don't have a problem with getting enough iron, but I did have at one point iodine. I had to take iodine. Perlman's not a doctor. Well, he might be a doctor on the side. Who knows? Uh, and I understand, Perlman, the crane you operate's one of them giant ones. Shoot, I can't work the blower for my yard, much less a crane. Yes, I will be here next week, but I will be here Tuesday at 8 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. I won't be here on the 17th. That's the day I have to go to the airport. Perlman does work hard. Perlman works a lot. Kim, we're just fixing to leave, but I'm glad you came by. I appreciate you stopping by. Um, y'all have a blessed week. Have a good week. Um, I'm hoping. Oh Lord, that's huge. Merciful heavens. You got to crawl all the way up there too, don't you? Oh, I don't do heights, Perlman. Um, but y'all have a blessed week, a good week. Hopefully, all y'all who are freezing slap to death can stay warm. Uh, and your snow's starting to melt. Hopefully, and it don't melt too fast because that makes a big old mess. Um, but and you take care of your birds. And y'all, Perlman, stay safe. Peace. Don't give them too much of yourself, honey. Kim, come back next week, please. Please, please, please. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.